Hello, divas. We are going to be talking about when someone comes up to you and says, it's just too soon for you to start dating again.
Isn't that interesting? Too soon, too soon. So I love this topic because most of you know I was a widow. In 2016, I became a widow at 57 years old. And I actually met Jeff a year and a half later, a little bit longer. And I fell in love. I mean, this was bona fide. Oh my goodness. I didn't even know how to process this feeling because I was still in love with my late husband, and now I'm falling in love with this new husband. And well, we didn't know he was going to be a husband at the time, but
I did.
Yeah, you did. And somebody said to me, it's just too soon. And I thought, too soon for whom?
Yes.
This was huge because you can't explain to somebody else what you are feeling. It's just almost an impossibility. And unless they actually lost a spouse, they wouldn't be able to connect or relate.
Yeah.
But if you're a widow or a divorcee,
Well, I was just getting ready to say, it doesn't have to be a widow.
Right.
You could have gone through a divorce. We've had women that were married for 35 years. Their husband leaves, and a year later they get ready to date, and their kids are like, Mom, don't you think it's a little too soon?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very, is very interesting time, right? It's very interesting. Like, when you go into college, you probably think, oh my gosh, 4 years feels like, 10 years away. But when you're dealing with heartache and love, and then you're feeling like there seems to be no sense of time.
Well, I remember I came home from work one day. This was a number of years ago, and Donna was in our master bedroom closet, and she was crying. And I came in, and I'm like, baby, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she had opened up a drawer, and she had seen a picture, and it brought back memories. And she was just weeping and crying, and it was of her late husband, Pietro.
Right.
And I told her, I said, it's only been a couple of years. And in some instances, 2 years is a lifetime.
Right.
But when it comes to losing your spouse, it's almost a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's been 2 years since you're at this moment where you're breaking down and crying, I'm shocked it's taken this long for this reaction to that picture. But time is relative.
Yeah, it was very interesting because I was in a mix of emotions because I was so happy and I loved Jeff with all my heart. And then I felt sad because I'm looking at Pietro. So it was just fascinating. But what was most interesting when this person said to me, it's too soon, I thought too soon for whom? Because Jeff, on the other hand, had been divorced 20 years. He'd been divorced 20 years. He was waiting for me to come along, right? So it's just fascinating when you start to measure time, which is a near impossibility. But we wanted to address that because I don't want you feeling terrible about going out to date. Is it time for you? And below, by the way, there's a free PDF. Grab it with the ABC Secrets of Dating are the 3 basic foundations that I followed both to meet my late husband and then again, Jeff. So grab the PDF below. And do you have anything else you want to add to this, babe?
Well, I would like to say, make sure you are subscribing to the channel. It does help us out more than you know. We would love to see your comments. If you have an idea for a topic that you would like us to cover that you don't see yet, let us know. We are always open to what you guys are wanting to hear.
I'm glad you said that. This is part 1 of 2. We're gonna continue this on the next video, so be sure to stick around for that. Because too soon for whom? And if you're not dating now and you've been divorced or widowed for years or for however long it's been, what are you waiting for? Because if you don't go out now, when are you waiting? When are you going to go out and date?
Yeah.
So dating is a whole lot of fun. We'll see you in the next video. But remember, divas,
It doesn't have to be that hard.